Hi, I'm Patrick DSP, and this is the SCAT analog bass synthesizer. It's a 48 decibel filtered analog synthesizer with CV and gate inputs that allows you to control it with other synthesizers or Eurorack gear. It has a CV patch bay that allows you to modulate it with other instruments or control devices. The oscillators are generated by a Curtis CEM 3340 chip. That's the same chip that's found in the Jupiter 6, the Memory Moog, the SH101, and many other classic synthesizers. So let's dive into this and see how this works in a standard studio setup and see what kind of bass sounds we can get out of it. I've hooked up the bass synth to my key step here via the CV and gate inputs. Along the back, we also have inputs for modulating the hard sync, the pulse width modulation, frequency modulation, and amplitude modulation. On the front, we also have two more inputs. One is for audio input, so we can filter the audio. And also we have a Vcf modulation input. And the way this one works is it's a stereo or balanced connection. The tip is audio input and the ring is the frequency cutoff modulation. And how we can put this in is if we put it halfway, it will just be the filter modulation. And if we put it all the way in, it will be an audio input. We could use a breakout cable, but I don't have that set up right now, so we'll just do it like this. There's the pulse oscillator or square, sine, and saw. The level for the oscillator, we can transpose it down 2 octaves, -1, 0, or +1 octave. A trigger for triggering the sound, we can also latch it. 48 decibel filter, which is a nice steep cutoff, good for shaping the sound. The resonance cannot be adjusted, but it's set to a very nice musical amount. So we should get some nice sculpting out of that. Fine tuning for the oscillators, just to make sure it's in tune with anything else you'd like to put it up to. Attack and decay as well. So fairly simple, but when we plug it all in and get things going, you'll find that it's more than enough to be creative with. Now we have the bass synth set up with the key step, and we'll see how it responds. The decay is set up pretty quick, so is the attack. And it's on pulse right now. Let's bring that up a bit. Not the fastest attack, but it's still very useful for what we need, and extremely long decay, so that can be really handy. Let's see how the filter reacts. Closed off completely right now. That's because I have it controlled with the modulation wheel from the key step, and that's turned all the way up. So let's see how that responds. Fairly good, actually. Put an LFO on this. Let's turn on latch mode. Sine. Very bassy. Let's give it a higher note. Chunky knobs. We like that. Saw. Now the synth is quite a loud synth, so that's why we only have the level knob just past halfway. Great. Let's have it play a little pattern, see how it sounds when accompanied with another synth. Like I said, I like to use this more as a subharmonic synthesizer to give it an added oomph to drums or other synths. Let's see how that works out. I have a simple little bass line here. And I have my Pro 3 playing in the background as well. It's a bit thin sounding. So let's bring this up. Oh, we can hear how much extra girth it actually brings into this. It's really nice. Overall, fantastic little synth, a lot of modulation options, and a lot of thunder. Yeah, we like that. That's the Pro 3, we'll filter that out. And we'll bring this back in. Definitely well done. And it can go pretty high up too, if that's your flavor. Take off the modulation there. Synthesizer.